I'm been a rider. So, I'm ready. Yes, hello and welcome to another vlog from Ben Rider. Today we are in Marbella, and I just took a short trip here to Marbella. On the what is it called? A340, I think, or something. It's not a autovia, it's not a freeway, but it's, you know, you can go 80 there. Apparently it's one of the most dangerous roads in Spain. Well, actually most with the most traffic accidents, because these on ramps and off ramps are very, very short. They have stop signs there most of the time, but nevertheless a lot of accidents happen there. So let's have to see where I have to go here. Oh, I think I have to go to the right here. Yeah, we don't want to go to the cemetery. Not today. Anyways, let's see, is there anything special I wanted to talk about today? Not sure. Actually, we could make a little video out of it, because I wanted to tell you what my A2 license has cost me here to do this here in Spain. Maybe I can tell you this, and we just move along here while we move along. Yeah, so let's get started with this topic. About 2 years ago, I've been living in Spain for almost 5 years now, and about 2 or 3 years ago I was getting interested in, I had a scooter, I still have a scooter, and I was getting interested in maybe, you know, getting a little bit bigger bike or something, or bigger scooter. So therefore I would need the A2 license, and I didn't really have any drive, any yeah, you know, I wasn't really hyped about this very much, and I had a lot of stuff going on, like a lot of work. Therefore I didn't really have the time, didn't really find the time. But then about last year in, I don't know, August, September or so, I finally said, okay, we should finally do this. We should not be always talking about this. We should finally do it, you know. Although I know it's very hard. I mean, it will be very hard. That's what I thought. I mean, it was in a way, because the theoretical exam was very kind of difficult for me, because it's only in Spanish and not in English or German or so. So that's why I signed up, and practice on the computer very much. I didn't really almost look in the in my little booklet there at all, because it just didn't make any sense to me. I just needed to know the questions and the answers, and maybe every third word I understood, you know, from the language. So that's how I practiced, you know, to just memorize the question and the answer. We have these, you know, these 1 out of 3 questions there, multiple choice they call it, and so that's how I prepared. And the first of all, I have to tell you that here in Spain, the A2 license, you need to make 3 tests. 1 test in theoretical, where you have to go there and, you know, do these questions on a computer, but everything is in Spanish for A2. For B license, I think, for regular car license, I think it's different here in Spain, but for A2 they don't have that. So, you know, and my Spanish is very, 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 very bad, and very, very, very super low basic. So yeah, I didn't have my odds weren't really in favor of me, you know. But I tried it anyways. The first one, I had 1 mistake too much. I think I had 3 mistakes or so, and I think 2 are allowed, as I remembered, 10% out of 20. So 2 were allowed. I had 3 wrong, and so I had to do it again. But, you know, all this takes quite a long time, because before they tell you, okay, there's a new test coming up and blah blah blah, you know. It's I don't know how it is in Germany, but here it was very tedious and very you know, kind of disappointing, you know, because you had to wait and wait and wait and wait and all this stuff. So anyway, so that then I went to the second exam, and for the theoretical test, and I passed it. I had, I think, 1 wrong and 2, you know, 2 were allowed. Yeah, this time. I mean, the same as, you know, but I had 2 wrong. Maybe you should quickly stop here. It's the first vista point here. It's the first vista point. So I just quickly stop here. Just keep on talking, right? So, and the second exam, the second theoretical, I passed then finally, and then I had 2 more, in 2 practical exams. 1 practical exam is on the circuit, where you have to go. There are two circuits basically combined as one, and you cannot make any mistakes there. And it's not just going around the pylons, but also it's time. You have a time restraint there, and it was 25 seconds. You can watch my other videos either where you can actually see where I practice and what I practice, and it can be very, very difficult with the 25 seconds. You know, so I never thought of that, but what actually happened to me was I thought I can pass everything very quickly, but then in the end it took me, well, I don't know, 17 hours or so, 17 practice hours, can you believe this, just on this track, because you're not allowed, if you don't pass this, you're not allowed to go onto the street. So that's how it is here. Okay, so I went, finally the exam came, and I went there, and I was very, very lucky that I passed it, because most of all my other people, friends, colleagues, whatever you call them, from this driving school, they didn't pass it. So I was very, very lucky, and yeah, that was it. That was the second one, and the third one was on the street, but that was basically not really that difficult. I had 2 more, I think 2 or 3 more practice lessons on the street. So all in all, I think I needed 20 hours, 19 or 20 hours for everything. I mean, for the practical stuff, you know. And the whole thing took about maybe 4 months or so, you know, with, of course, you know, you have to work sometimes, and they don't have any times for you, then you have to wait and stuff. Yes, that's really, it was kind of annoying, and I almost wanted to change the driving school already. So yeah, 20 hours, and in total I calculated everything included in this price for these A2 if you already have B license. I mean, maybe you have more practice on the road, you know, I assume. That cost me 900 euro. So, you know, if you, of course, consecutively, if you fail one of these tests, you know, it gets more and more expensive naturally, because then it costs another 30 or 35 euro for another test. And when you fail twice or 3 times, then you have to pay the full taxes on this, and it's over 100. So I was very lucky actually with a 900. You know. Yeah, actually that's what I wanted to tell you. I will change my battery here now, I think. And but I wanted to tell you about this driving school because I still haven't done this. And so basically I needed 20 hours with 900 euros, you know. I think you can make it with much less money and much less effort in Germany. At least that's what I've seen on all these YouTube videos. And unfortunately here they're very strict, amazingly, you know, because the traffic here is sometimes kind of chaotic. But the driving school is very strict. So okay, I will talk to you later when I've changed the battery. Yes, so we're back here just above Aachen, and I will go home now. We just came from Marbella, and yeah, just wanted to tell you about all this driving school stuff and stuff like that. So if you want to follow me along a little bit more, then you're more than welcome. Otherwise, I think I'm finished with this vlog already here. Okay, well, let's continue. So that was the first vista point of Aachen. I don't think we're going to stop at the second one, but yeah, so I've done this, you know, finally. I always wanted to tell you how much my driving license here in Spain cost. I don't know if I actually mentioned that, if I ever mentioned that before, and how long it took. So you got all this info now. And yeah, so we just continue through the mountains here a little bit, and hope you will enjoy this. Yes, I guess I will finish this up now. Don't make it too long, you know, too long and boring for everybody. So thanks very much for watching this short informative vlog about my driving license here in Spain, A2. Thanks very much for watching. This has been a ride out. Take care. Bye bye.